said, where's the love?
Ain't no love in the heart of time.
Yeah. And then the Fuji's gonna break up. Now every day I
wake up. Somebody got something to say.
Hey, you guys. Ooh, look, everything was just out. Sorry.
Reading.
You know what? I kind of figured that.
Show them Tata.
I kind of figured it was just, all this black beauty sitting up here. They can see it. No, I don't flash. It just happened on accident. Trashy Vashy. Flashy Vashy. Welcome to Heart of the City Radio, you boys.
Welcome.
It's Thursday night. 9:07.
The most ignorant hour on Thursday night.
Yes. I wake up ignorant every Thursday. Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, I'm Trashy Vashy, you guys.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce us tonight.
I'm Trashy Vashy.
I ain't nobody.
And that's Marcus.
That's my Jew guy. Our favorite African, he'll be here in
he makes a grand entrance, you guys.
Yes, indeed.
We don't know what he be doing because they leave from the same place, so I'm kind of... Yeah, they really leave from the same place, so I don't understand, why are we always waiting?
On him?
Yeah.
They on a different time zone.
Yeah. But get back to us on our time zone because time is of the essence. Time is money. Don't have time.
We got our special guest tonight. Miss Layla Young from Legacy Talk Radio. She coming in to chop it up with us tonight.
Yes.
We'll be, as soon as we come to the commercial break, we're going to bring her in. She going to come up here and kick it with us tonight. What's good, though? What's going on? How was your week?
I had a wonderful week.
Oh, yeah? Tell us about it.
It was just nice. I did a cleanse.
Okay.
I didn't eat for 3 days, no solid foods. I only juiced 4 times a day and drank water. And it's just a cleanse to it's not like a physical cleanse. It's a mental cleanse. So I had to do that in the process to, move forward in life. So I chose to do that for 3 days. And yesterday was Yesterday. Oh, no, today was my first time eating. And I didn't really eat too much. And I really, really, really liked it. I really liked it. And I'm still going to juice. I'm going to keep cleansing my mind. And that's what I think made my week bomb. Discipline, control.
That's what's dope. I actually, this weekend, I went to the DC Natives photo shoot at Union Market. That was kind of dope. My man Tony Lewis, shout out to Tony Lewis. He organized a group photo for all Native Washingtonians to come out and just, put your city pride on display. Mm-hmm. It was in contrast to an article that the Washingtonian had actually posted. The Washingtonian, an upscale magazine that yuppies use. But they had printed an article about, DC residents. And oddly enough, they had a bunch of white residents with shirts that said, "I'm not a tourist, I live here," with no African Americans, in the article. So, I think the organizers felt that was disrespectful to, the black residents that's been here for a while. So they organized a photo shoot, and it was pretty nice, man. We came out and represented for the city. So shout out to my man Tony Lewis. Shout out to the organizers of the, I'm not a tourist, I live here. It was real nice, man. We went down there and showed some love for the city. So it was, we gotta keep supporting movements like that because, DC was known as Chocolate City. We down to 47%, and we need to, try to keep that, at least that stronghold. You know what I'm saying? Because we once was on the higher side of the percentage side of dominance in the city. So I like what was going on. I think we need to keep these type of things going on, and let's see what comes out of it. Speaking of Chocolate City, the debut for What Happens to Chocolate City comes out. It debuts June 21st at the Lincoln Theater. I got the plugs for everybody that needs to know the info on tickets and all that.
Got my ticket.
Yeah, and the tickets. It was filmed by Miss Beyonce Cabetta that we had a guest here a few times on the show. Her documentary on gentrification in Washington, D.C. will be premiering at the Lincoln Theater June 21st. I think everybody should come out and support that. It's a story about our city. It's very powerful. I got a chance to see the trailer. Very, very powerful, man. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Come support it. Ed's in it.
Yeah, man. I got a little. Yeah, they let me speak my piece. In there. I try to keep it. A little professional. I can't help but get a little ratchet every once in a while. It's in my blood, but I kept it, to a point where it was a little classy at the same time. So, what happened to Chocolate City? June 21st. Support that. Heart of City Radio Thursday night. Tune in. We be right back. We got Miss Layla Young coming up here, chop it up with us, man, from Legacy Talk Radio. Heart of City Radio. We be right back. That wasn't even long. We ain't even had no commercial to show you.
I know. That was not a long time today.
But look, we brought the lovely Miss Layla Young in here. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Wait, holla at your girl. I'm Layla Young, and I'm the host of Legacy Talk DC. And I'm just happy to be here because that's what I do. I just like to get all up in everywhere, knowing what's going on in the DMV.
Well, we appreciate you for coming on here. You know what I'm saying? As
Yes.
I said, I've been following you for a few months now. And I like what you do. I really like what you do. We got our third co-host. Man, give it up for the absent African, making this grand appearance, man. Always late, but he makes sure he comes in. This is Miss Layla Young right here from Legacy Talk Radio. She came to chop it up with us.
Yes.
Now, as you were saying, go ahead.
No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Do your thing. You about to get your shout out, get your whole thing going on.
I'm sorry. Welcome. Well, welcome. Just to chime in, I did do my research, and I seen that you had a nice thing going on with your show. So just go ahead and continue. Don't let me interrupt you.
Oh, well, I was just saying, I like to just find out what's going on in the DMV. Legacy Talk DC is just all about just getting raw, just getting personable. It's not so much as that with the artists, when they come out and, we just hear about what's going on right now. I want to hear what took you to that point, what were some of the trials, those tribulations? That's the rawness that a lot of the DMV don't even know anything about. And that's what I like to get down in and know about.
In the nitty gritty.
Yes, ma'am.
And you say you've been starting this, you've been having your own show since January.
Yeah, so I hail from Jersey. And so I started this Newark.
Okay.
Brick City.
Brick City mashing.
Okay.
So I've been down here now for a little over a year, and and it's just always been a passion of mine, because what seems to bother me is that people walk around the city, this life, and like nothing exists, without a purpose. And so when I come in contact with people who are driven, that live a purposeful life, I want to know, I want you to get over here and tell me about it. Tell the world about it. And so I just started this journey this January because that was one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm tired of sitting on, the sidelines. I want to get up in personal, and I want to know exactly, why you living your dream, and why this person over here feel like their dream is impossible.
Makes sense. That makes sense. How long you been doing radio? All together, or just like
literally all together? I just started in January.
Okay.
I am a theater major. I come from a theater background. I'm prior military, so I've traveled all over the world. I've done performances all over the world. So this is like second nature. This is like coming home almost. So.
You find like being a woman in radio. Do you find it difficult being a woman in radio? Like she's the woman on the set with us. You know what I'm saying? So we pretty much protect her. But like if you look at the way a lot of women are treated just in entertainment, period, do you find like
that's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
Okay, go ahead.
As
My
women,
bad.
no, as women, it's difficult, period. And it's. I mean, I don't know how raw I can get up here.
Hey,
No,
Say whatever you
Hey,
motherfucking want to
You are on the right fucking
Right
show.
show. Let's do it.
Hey,
You can
Let's
say
come
it.
out.
Come on.
Let's bring it out. What's up? Because
No, but I'm just saying, it's just sickening. It get on my damn nerves.
Yeah.
How black women are treated, And I'm so sick of, we just sit around here and we whisper about it. We talk about it with our girlfriends. And I'm like, shut the hell up and do something about it.
Right.
Let's stand together. Stop chit-chatting, gossiping. Let's do something about it. Let's unite and, come on, make a move. So I don't know, that's just who I am. I'm just tired. And I think this year I was saying to myself, I'm tired of talking about it, complaining about it with this whole administration. I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines. Now I'm trying to just get out here and let my voice be heard. Just that simple.
Okay, well, based on your movement for the empowerment of women, is it safe to say that? How do you feel about all of the recent accusations of our black men, well, men in general, but especially our black men, such as Bill Cosby, now we just came. Morgan Freeman just got caught up. Of course, you got creep as Harvey Weinstein, and all these major players like in Hollywood. If you, for lack of better words, major players, but these important figures. How do you feel about that? Based on now, these women are coming out, and you have like totally different views about it.
Well, I have a daughter myself.
Okay.
And I am a firm believer that if it doesn't feel right, then it's not right.
It is not right.
And I teach her that, no matter who, what, when, and where she's at. If it doesn't feel right to you, then 9 times out of 10, that
It's
shit
not
ain't
right. Yeah.
Shit ain't right.
Go with your gut. And I'm thankful to say I've never been harassed, never been sexually harassed, raped, but I have come so close of just doing dumb shit out here. I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
Just doing leaving clubs late at night by myself, half twisted,
Ladies, I hope you're listening.
Unconscious.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's a blessing, it's a grace, that I haven't been assaulted. And, and that's how come I am so passionate about telling my daughter, follow your gut. I don't give a damn where you at. If it ain't right, call your mama. I'm coming to get you.
In the hole.
You hear
I don't
me?
care where you
I
at.
don't care where
you
you
at.
I tell my daughter the same shit.
I'm on my way. I fuss and argue about that shit when you home and
later,
safe,
right?
But I'm on my way to come get you because I don't want nobody knocking at my door telling me that what happened and my child is laying at the morgue. I'm coming to get mine. You hear what I'm telling you? I don't care where you at, what club, what time of night.
Yes.
You made that mistake, I'm on my way.
I made the same one, so I'm definitely coming.
I
I want to kind of say something to the, with our men, big public figures and all that other stuff. I feel like when you human, you just human. I don't care what caliber you are, what class you run in. You know, people do stuff. And to me personally, if it's more than one person that's saying you did the same thing, I mean, hey, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you 0 to 100. If you did the crime, you need to suffer the consequences and do you. Because you might be doing stuff to somebody, or not even that. It comes from, like, say Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby have 2 kids. Say he got 2 kids, he got a son. That shit runs in the blood. So it would come from him. That would trickle down to his son. Might skip his son, then go to his grandkids or something like that. And all of this is we living in secret of a mental illness that's, you know, it's sexual. You know, these
sexual
people,
deviance.
yeah. It's, I mean, you know,
Definitely
it's just like it's. I feel like people. I can't say that it didn't happen, because I know a lot of shit that happens to girls who never said anything.
Exactly.
You know, that Me Too some real shit, because you'll never know how many people be standing right beside you and be like, yo, me too.
Yeah, you know.
You understand what I'm saying?
And my true beliefs, and like all the work that I've done with children and just like the youth, I find that the number one of the leading cause, I'm not gonna say the number one without any real statistical facts, but I can say, in my perspective, one of the highest reasons for mental illness comes from people that have been victims of sexual abuse.
So
I know people. I mean, you'll have people that's been through more physical violence that doesn't have the same type of mental issues that somebody that's been through molestation or rape. So it's very severe out here. It's very serious. So
and a lot of women, I mean, a lot of women, they get raped, they get sexually harassed, they get fondled with. All of that shit happens. And people be like, oh, it wasn't that bad because he just touched your titty, or he just, nigga, don't touch me. You understand what I'm saying? Or don't you ain't gotta do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, women have to start saying, nigga, listen, you can't be so timid. And I know a lot of this shit happens on the workplace where you gotta pay your bills, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything that you need that spot to get to where you going. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying something. I'm not a kid anymore. You know, if you was a child, I can understand, you know, you being an adolescent. But I want these grown women to understand that if it's you two, tell it. Because you might be saving that girl in the corner who couldn't tell. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to tell you a real story. This happened to me. I'm going to make it real short. Where I work by myself. And it's, you know, it's a professional building, so it's it's a lot of different kind of businesses in there. So it's the police station literally right across from the hall from me. So they wasn't up there at first. They just, you know, came maybe a couple of months prior. So I'm in the building. I'm usually by myself anywhere where my homegirl was at the time, but I'm usually in there by myself. And I was like, this dude is really creepy. You know, like, he was an old white man. Like 70-something, but he was the white shirt, the chief of the little, you know, of my area. So I was like, he act a little strange. You know, he was a little too much. So I was like, is it me or am I tripping? You know, like, is he doing stuff to me? Like, I be coming down the steps, he is standing right there, so I had to brush past him. You know, he came in my salon one time. I'm in there, me and my client. He was in, breath space for 30 minutes while I'm styling hair. And I'm like, what the fuck is you right here for? But mind you, I'm conscious because I'm about the only black girl who be in here at nighttime by themselves. He's the police and he's a white shirt. So you have to see how you play that. So I said, you know what, God, I'm going to go ahead and pray about it. I said, you know what, let me go ahead because I don't want to, you know, retaliate or no shit like that. And this is my workplace. So that following, about that Saturday, he brought me a bottle of wine. I told him, I said, nigga, I don't even drink this.
Creep squad.
You know what I'm saying? I
All
said,
the
but
way.
okay. I said, I don't drink that or whatever. He's showing me pictures of his dogs. I'm a dog lover. He's showing me pictures of his grandkids. His grandkids is black. So he was letting me know, like, I like black women. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch his old ass. Do you know that Tuesday I came to work, that man was fired? Oh, wow. For the same shit? Hold up. Nice. And then he got down and then it was another situation because he assaulted a black woman down in the bullpen when she was handcuffed.
Give it up for his creep ass being fired, y'all. Give it up.
It was one prayer.
Fucking cornball.
One prayer. And I said, you know what? I'm so happy because that could have been me. You know, like that could have been me trying to leave out. I work in a hallway. It's from yonder to yonder, and it's nothing but doors. I'm at the third door. So it's like, dude, why you keep coming over here? You got a big ass room. Literally, he's this close to me while I'm styling, and I gotta move her. You just keep doing, and I'm like, okay, go ahead.
Now you've been in the military, correct?
Oh yeah.
Which branch?
Army.
Okay, so with being in the military, did you see a lot of biasness towards women in the armed forces, or were women treated as equally as the men were? How was that whole atmosphere?
Well, I will say this. The Army has come a long way.
Okay.
They do extensive amount of training now. Sexual assault training, and it's a zero tolerance. Mm-hmm. I have seen several officers get relieved of duty.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And it's zero tolerance. Where I worked one time prior to coming up here, I worked for 1 Star, and he didn't have no problem. Article 15, his company commanding sergeant major, and that's as high as you can go enlisted. And he didn't have no problem giving him an Article 15 because it was a zero tolerance. Because you gotta understand, they slick. They slick with that stuff in the uniform. While you doing your push-ups, they supposed to stand over here. They standing behind you over here.
Right.
They getting them looks in back here, or they telling you, so you 2 push-ups short of qualifying, let me holler at you, and we can make those 2 push-ups that you short on go away.
Not for 2 push-ups, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, they going in for 2 push-ups.
Damn.
Because they can be
2
talking to
push-ups.
somebody who really need that.
Exactly.
And like, look, I don't have nowhere to go. Yeah, I don't. This is my only option.
Exactly.
I get it, but I'm just
Goddamn,
flabbergasted.
But that's
that
how petty they be
2
towards
push-ups,
women.
man. 2 push-ups,
like women,
man. That's
I
crazy.
promise you, it's not a day that you go outside. I don't care how bad you are, how ugly you are, how pretty you are. If you got a split between your legs, you did this, rolled your eyes that tight at least 3 times. If you coming out in a society. And it's not because the man trying to holler at you, because I want a man to want me. I want to walk in the room and be like, I know he looking, I know he glance, I'm good. But all that, oh yeah, let me do it. And I'm like, what?
No, it's just that it's okay for a man to want you. Of course, you're beautiful. Women are beautiful, so it's in our nature to go after or to pursue a woman. But it's about how you're doing it.
Right, it shouldn't be in a derogatory way.
You understand
Very
what I'm saying?
much so.
I want to shift gears right quick. Now, how do you feel, Miss Layla, about as far as the Me Too movement? But now you do have those certain irresponsible women that will actually put themselves purposely in a position to either gain some type of monetary value out of a disrespectful situation or some type of attention. Now, do you have those women who have different agendas when they come like when they meet certain men or certain superstars or men of certain stature. Now, how do you feel about those women who are messing it up for the real victims? Because it's a thin line. It's a real thin line with this whole Me Too movement. Because you have to be careful about your comments too.
Because a lot of a lot of people feel like, well, if he committed these heinous acts, why you wait so long?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
That
a
shit
mental
happened,
thing.
yeah.
People get
it's
raped
never,
at 15
it's
and
never
don't
a
never tell.
time limit on
Rape.
Let's get this clear.
Never.
Let's get this clear right now. There's
80,
never a
0 to
time limit
1,000.
on rape or sexual assault against
No.
a woman.
No, it's
if
not.
you did that horrendous shit 80 million motherfucking years ago, you still did wrong. So what I'm saying is the thin line between the real victims and the ones that want
check
to,
chasers.
the check chasers.
Okay.
How do we differentiate and how do we come to a solution that helps the real victims? Because like it's
or basically what you saying is how we tell the real from
there
the
you
phony.
go. There you go.
Basically,
How we tell the real from the fake.
Yeah.
Because you may have some innocent men that are really innocent.
Like, yeah,
you know what I
the
mean?
sex was
Going down for
consensual, yeah.
sexual charges, and then you have those who are predators. So how do we tell the difference from the real and the fake?
It's difficult. I tell my son because he likes to date white women. I don't have anything against white women.
Talk Talk about it. Talk about it.
However, they have been known to cry wolf, on black brothers. And my son has a lot going for himself, and I'm not trying to have him hemmed up on no chump charges, So it's a thin line. However, I try to tell my son, I know his character, and I tell him, look, you have to be respectful at all times. If you don't have a ring on her damn finger, no means no. Leave her the hell alone, okay? You don't own her. Leave her the hell alone.
She could have been saying yes the whole night.
If she said no, leave your ass out the
get
door.
out of there.
Okay?
Get out of there.
The shit is real. And by me having a son and a daughter, I'm torn by both sides.
Right.
And my son is my heart. You hear what I'm telling you?
I know that.
All right, that's my baby. I call him the baby, and he the oldest.
Right.
But I'm telling you, the shit is just real out here, period, for black brothers. And I just tell him, you just got to. I'm sorry. I just tell him point blank, especially when it comes down to cops, and he lives in Texas. Shut the hell up, okay?
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
You don't need to be trying to, he said this and I felt like that. Live to tell the story.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Live to tell the damn story.
If you can
the
help
same
it.
way it was in the military. You think when they in your face telling you to do this, do that, do this, you want to do it? You shut the hell up and you do it.
Right.
And then you react and you think about and move forward the next time around. You see what I'm saying? But you live to tell that damn story. Don't sit up there and no damn Timbuktu, Texas.
Proactive versus reactive.
Exactly. And I tell him, and he's 6'9", looking like he a grown ass man. I'm like, have your ID. When he asks for the damn ID,
Give it to
show
him.
it.
Give it to
and
him.
love it.
Yeah,
show it.
that's reason to shoot right there. He's 6'9".
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's reason to shoot.
But you don't want to show an ID, show it.
But here's the thing with on that situation, it's like it's simple. The same respect that you would give your mom when she asks you something, or if you're in trouble, the same way you fear her, or the same way you fear your dad, or even let's go to something simple, the same way your teachers coming up in school, when they tell you to do something, you had to listen, because that's just the way things go. So a police officer with a gun and a badge deserves the same respect.
And that's what it comes down to.
It's just that simple.
Respect.
Let's switch your gear right quick.
Let's go.
Switch your gear right quick. I want to get all y'all honest opinion, right? This week, the NFL just ruled that anybody that doesn't stand will have to pay a penalty. But, stand during the national anthem. So if you come on the field, you are obligated to stand, or if you don't want to stand, stay your ass in the back room until the game starts. Your thoughts on that? What y'all think about it?
Well, let me just say, I just feel that.
And is that fair?
No, it's not. Off Bucks is not fair. To have to stay in the back of where I make you money and you pay me, but I make you the most money. So I have to stand in the back because I feel a certain way about the way of the gender or whatever the fuck it's called or whatever. I just feel a certain way about saying the national anthem. No, it's not right. This shit is crazy. If I don't want to stand, I shouldn't be penalized. If I don't want to say the shit, I shouldn't be. It's just that simple. If I don't believe it, I don't feel it, why are you penalizing me? Fuck that, and that's just what it is.
Your thoughts?
You know, that one's a hard one for me.
Yeah, being right, you military background, so yeah, go ahead. You give, and be honest.
Yeah, you know,
be real.
In regards to the NFL, in terms of being penalized and monetary, I have to pay a fine, things of that nature. I don't agree on it. However, I'm gonna say this. Like I said, I'm born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. I've seen a lot of brothers shot and killed. And at the same time, I've seen a lot of brothers. I've seen a lot of women come home from this war missing limbs. I've seen spouses have to make that decision to have their husband's legs amputated, to have to make that decision to take their husband who has fought in this war off life support. So me personally, I feel like I have an obligation to stand. But that's me personally. Now I have my best friends in the world that I would give a kidney to who have been on a military installation with me. And I don't know if you guys know that at a certain hour, you have to stop your car and get out because the national anthem plays. And she refused to get out her car. And I'm standing there in the middle of the street arguing with her. I'm like, get the hell out the car. And she's like, I'm not getting out. I'm not standing for no national anthem. And it sizzled me so bad. I was like, how dare you on this military installation, you don't get the hell out the car. You ain't on the street. You on a military installation where they have fought. And these brothers are walking around here with no limbs, no arms, no legs. And you don't want to get out the damn car. I felt some kind of way. I did.
Oh, shit.
But you know what?
Am I in trouble?
But you know what? On the same token, this is what we fight for.
Right.
For you to
That's what
have
we
that
fighting
right to
for
say,
the right.
damn it, I ain't standing.
Right.
You know? So on the same way, I say that too. But it's just me personally. I stand because I think about that spouse who had to make that decision in front of me to sign that piece of paper to take her husband off life support. And I was saying, Lord, thank you, Jesus, I've never been there.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't even know if I would have the strength. He's probably still on life support right now if it was up to me.
Right.
But she was strong enough to make that choice. And you know, they flew her husband all the way from Germany here. And I was like, you know, I can't. So it's just a personal stake for me. However, I now don't have anything against, even when my best friend is with me and we were on Fort Belvoir and she don't stand. I'm no longer sizzled.
Right.
I sit there and go, that's your right. You know. So now I can definitely understand. And
So is the NFL infringing on these players' rights then? That's the question.
Yes.
Man.
It's a
Are
fact.
they?
definitely.
And okay, so
Was it around 10 years ago? No. We didn't have this issue 10 years ago.
I want to give my opinion on that.
go ahead.
I want to give my opinion on that. I feel like, you know, you get paid to play. So if this is the rules that they have set, regardless of what your beliefs is or whatever, if you don't want it, you don't have to come. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. And I'm saying that, you know, it's a choice. I feel like, me personally, I mean, I take both sides. I agree with her because I'm like, I know people in the military and I know it's people out here that fought for us to have these rights and a lot of other shit that we don't even know about. So I do want to respect where I live, and I'm a proud American. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm from America, the land of the free. I don't care what free you thought it was. I love being on the American soil. People are dying to get here. So of course I'm going to respect my flag, but at the same time, when it come down to my rights, or somebody else who don't feel the way that I feel like they have the right to not respect it, or not feel like that they want to stand up for it, they want to take a knee. But as far as the NFL, if this is what you're here for, this is in your new now paperwork. If you don't like it, you can leave. Point blank. Boom.
Stand up, and let's play some fucking football, huh?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. Like you said, if you're a teacher in school, and if the teacher tell you what to do, you are to listen. If your boss tells you what to do, you are to listen. If you don't like it, go somewhere else.
Me personally, I was just saying that, like, let me tell you, if I was an NFL player, like, to be honest with you, I would just, even though I may not agree with nothing the fuck U.S. talking about, number one, I'm not even from it. So, but I'm a citizen, so we're not even gonna get into that. But if I'm playing football, I'm playing for this country, I'm playing whatever the case may be, stand the fuck up.
Yeah,
say
just
the shit
stop.
and play football.
I
You
feel
ain't gotta
like,
recite the words. You ain't gotta put your hand on your chest.
Right, just
Stand the
stand
fuck
up.
up and
I
then go
honestly
play
feel
football.
like people are doing too much. We have so much other shit to worry about. Get the fuck up. If you don't want to stand, go the fuck home. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We're not about to keep sitting here going every fucking football season. This is going to be an issue. I want to see the game. I'm here for the game. I'm not here to see who the fuck's standing, who's sitting down, who don't want to be bothered. I don't have time for that shit. I want to see the game. I want to see my favorite players. If this is, but I know these people are, public figures. They have a, platform. So they feel like, okay, I have to show my next generation. I have to show my kids that I fought for something, and I understand that. But don't fuck up the game for me.
Right on.
I'm just saying.
But I think that's the issue though, because like we focus so much on like the NFL and like the all the controversy around like surrounding it. But like, think about how quickly Donald Trump was to say something about the NFL implementing this rule, but he still hasn't talked about Flint. You know what I'm saying? But he immediately jumped on this train. So,
Well.
I'm over that.
We know
that's
Flint.
the issue.
We know NFL make more money than the Flint.
Exactly. It's all
The haves and
entertainment.
the have
Me
not.
personally,
I
I think me personally, on my whole perspective of this, man, I see y'all niggas when the anthem over. I'm gonna come out when it's all said and done. I mean, I didn't stand up for the anthem before, you know what I'm saying, this whole protest. I probably won't stand up now, you know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal beliefs. But the thing that's troubling to me is that I think the protest that Colin Kaepernick started, which was about inequality and the unfair treatment that black men have been subjected to, has got lost in translation. So it's gone from, me taking a stance against police brutality and violence against black people to a whole different mantle of disrespect for our U.S. military and the flag, which I have no problem with. I have no problem with the red, white, or blue, nor do I have a problem with the people that have served this country. Because believe you me, y'all doing some shit that I ain't gonna do. Fuck out of here.
Hell nah.
Yeah, I'm not
You
going
way
over
bolder
there.
than me on that team.
So I salute. Yeah,
You
all
better.
day. I love y'all for it. But at the same time, we soldiers fighting our own war and on our own battlefields too against the people that's been here to serve and protect you. So for the NFL to come about and say, without having a constructive conversation with these players to find out what medium can be met, I find that disrespectful on the NFL's behalf.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
Shame on the
shame on you.
I believe that, and I get it, but I still feel like, I mean, it's
like they just put
when
their
you go to
fucking
school,
iron fist down.
I mean, yeah, when you go to school, if you want to go to that school, you have to wear dress shoes, khakis, the white shirt.
No
and the black
negotiation,
belt.
That's it.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, but that's the way of America. It's control.
It is. It is.
We've been
it
controlled. When you were in kindergarten, before that, if you were in school, you stood up for the national anthem. I don't give a fuck.
That's a
You
fact.
knew the national anthem if you didn't know the Lord's Prayer.
You
know that.
I mean, I played high school basketball, so we had to stand up for every damn national
Yeah,
anthem.
but
so it ain't
when I was in school, every morning you stood up for the national anthem, unless you was a Muslim. Those was the only ones that sat down.
Why now is it such a big deal? Because 5-6 years ago we was watching football in peace. Ain't nobody was tripping off
That's
this
because
shit.
he just said what the
Well,
big deal was.
well, like I said, once Colin Kaepernick felt like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, I need to take a stand, and I'm going to take this, by taking a knee, it became like, you know, he became the face of public scrutiny because they felt like, man, how dare you not stand? Like, listen, I done been to football games and sat my black ass down throughout the whole anthem, and we done had like some of the nastiest looks, like, you know what I'm saying, you would think that I was a Me Too accuser.
I mean,
The
maybe
way-
it was somebody that was
right.
from the military who
Right.
got the same, you know, who know her. Like, how you not going to stand? But see, we don't know.
But see,
what
you
goes
focus.
on.
But my
Right.
thing is, you focus too much on me, homie.
right,
Like,
right.
yeah, if you got your hand over your heart, man, you serving your purpose.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna die for you.
Right.
And so I damn
Not
sure
at
can't
all.
live for you. Fuck
Right.
out of here. So my dislike with the flag ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
And like I said, going back to my original statement, I think that the NFL dropped the ball and totally misconstrued and screwed up what this whole protest was really about. Was you have unarmed black men being murdered.
Right.
And nobody feels a need to say anything.
I don't think it was the NFL that switched that. I think it was the media that switched that.
Well, I mean,
I think it was more of the people like us on there just ranting and raving Black Twitter. You got Black Twitter, you got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got all that stuff. We contributed more to the situation than what I feel like the NFL did, because at the end of the day, they said, you motherfuckers don't stand up. You get you buy. That's it. I don't
That's
give
it,
shit what
that's
y'all
all.
talking about.
That's it,
But
that's
I
all.
think with us, we are the ones who took it to another level. Like, okay, oh my God, he not standing for the anthem. That wasn't the point anyway. What happened to what's still going on? We still getting shot down in the street. Niggas
Facts.
is still getting hung in 2018.
Facts.
We talking about shooting. Let's talk about these boys down in the South that's getting hung from fucking trees. Could you imagine driving down your street and a young man is on a tree? I mean, my thing is like, people are fucking forgetting the whole big picture. Fuck the flag at this point. It's what are we gonna do about our black people, not even men, black people still being shot down in the fucking street in 2018. We are still fighting for the same shit that we was fighting when they brung us over here. It's insanity for me, for black people at this point. It's insanity because everybody's doing this and everybody's doing that. But the people that we have that can represent us is not even trying to represent us. They're worried about
The
you're not
fucking
standing
flag.
up for the fucking flag. That's not the problem. You don't have to stand up for the flag. Don't come to work that day. But let your ass come up off that field and say, listen, I want to be on the first council members podium to say, I want the kids that's following me in football to know you are a black man, you strong, you're a black woman and you strong, and this is just a fight we gonna have to fight. You got to deal with the hand that you have been dealt. We can't keep going backwards. We've been not fucking with the flag. You've been not standing up for the flag. Fuck that. What are we gonna do about our kids, our men, our women, our children, our cats, everything in our community getting killed?
You
What
know
we gonna do?
And you know what? To be honest
fuck?
with you, I think black people, we are some of the highest revenue generators
Yes.
in this country.
Yes.
So until
Shut some shit down.
until every black player says,
And
"Look here."
NFL.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Until
that shit off, too.
we can sit up here and talk this, man. I ain't watching the NFL
Right.
or I'm not. But the point is, until every black player in the NFL or every other major sports media market says, "Look, I'm not playing," until we come up with some real solutions.
And then what?
And
but
then,
guess what though, Ed? You can't ask them to do that because people got to feed their families. At the end of the day, it's like that's the hand that you dealt. You know, you've done nothing else.
Well, listen, look at, but listen.
We got all these
But-
millionaires out here that can help
Yeah,
us. And,
yeah, no doubt.
We got
Like I said,
But they don't even be willing to help.
That's the problem.
If we
Nobody
can't,
on our chain line. Let me tell you, if you got 5 people in the room, you might get 2 that's gonna stick together. The other 3 gonna fold in our community.
but the whole thing, and this is my whole point. My whole point is, and I agree with you. Everybody got a family to feed, but if we can't feed our families, they can't feed theirs.
Yeah.
because they profit off of us.
That's true.
Let's be
That's true.
100.
That's
so
true.
until you get Tom Brady step up and say, "Look here, I'm speaking up for my teammates that can be subjected to police brutality and murder and what have you," and you get these players that say, "Look, I refuse to take the field completely because the game doesn't go on without us." Let's be real. The game doesn't go on without us. So until we start recognizing our value as people and the commodities that we are, then, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be having this ongoing conversation.
Hold on, can I add to that a
Go
little
ahead.
bit? I'm going to just go in a little bit. But my thing is, how could we have America take us serious when we can't even walk past the nigga without shooting him? How the fuck are we going to tell them to stop shooting us and we shooting us? They like, what? I ain't listening to you niggas. Y'all shooting each other for lesser things. Why not kill you for not having your ID? You killed him because he stepped on your tennis shoes. You shot up a whole fucking neighborhood for some beef that you ain't have nothing to do with. Some shit, and you 19 and this shit was 25 years ago.
For a fake gold chain.
You understand what I'm saying? For a fake gold chain, you get 80 years, everybody's losing. My thing is in the black community, if we gonna do some shit, we gotta start with us. I can't expect nobody else to do nothing for me, and I'm not doing it for myself. It's when you help one person. If you see somebody in need, I'm going to help you. Nowadays, it's like, oh, let me take my phone out and record you while you shot down on the street. Let me take my phone out and record you while the police is about to lock you up. Instead of slowing down and say, you know how many times I slowed my car down just to watch, like, man, let me try like slow down to make sure this dude all right or this family all right, because the
and like you said, and as long as we don't look out for each other.
For each other.
Well, look,
I thought I was the only one who did that. I
Look.
don't care where I'm at. I'm
black
slowing
women.
down.
The
We
black
slowing
women,
down.
I know we doing that for sure. I know.
Hey.
We like,
We
wait
gotta
a
look out
minute.
for babies and food. We got to look out
look
for
here,
wait a
we
minute,
want to
wait a
thank
minute.
Ms. Young. Well, I wish we had more time.
I know.
Our engineer telling us, man, we got to get the hell out of here. You know, when the white guy give you that look like, all right. But look, plug yourself in. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, if you want, you can listen to me live at radiofairfax.com. You can also follow me on Legacy Talk DC on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. And if you want, you can email me with if you have any stories, anything you want to talk about, and you want to get on Legacy Talk, just legacytalkdc@gmail.com.
Yes.
So when are we coming on Legacy
Yes,
Talk?
that's what I'm about to say. I'm on Legacy.
You know, my show is censored.
We
can be
Yeah,
we can go Hollywood for you. You know.
Professional.
Did she just tell? That's her way of telling us we too ratchet, y'all. She just. But no, we can clean up. We can clean up. We can clean up.
Very well.
Look, thank you, Miss Young, for coming out, man. Legacy Talk Radio.
Legacy Talk.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the most ignorant hour on Thursday night, the most underrated podcast. Go ahead, take us out, Bree.
Hey, look, man. I was late, but you saved the best things for last. Psych now. Look, man, I'm back with Breezy. This is Miss Leela Young. It's my boy Eddie B. And the one and only Trashy Vashy. We got my boy Mark and my favorite white
Jew,
boy.
their favorite Jew, my favorite Jewish guy.
And that's what we at. We Hard at City Radio, man. Thank
Yeah.
you, Miss Young, for coming. Y'all check her out. Legacy Talk DC. We out, man. Peace and blessings. Hard at City Radio.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to
Bye
everybody.
bye.
on.